time zone, it's me, DjDoubleT, here and existing with some more Tavern Talk. Specifically, going into the DLC finally, because we've actually gone through the main story. And so, let's dive in, since I haven't... Oh, my pronouns. He, him, they, them. Well, he, him. Hi, Nappy. Welcome. There was no okay, spoilers for the main story of Tavern Talk, perfectly fine. Alright, Tempest Tantrum. 1. A Case of Curiosity, 38th of the Primordial Moon. Thinky. Well, hello, Naria. Welcome back. Incuba, drink quickly. Good to see you too, Una. If you don't give me a strong drink immediately, I'll burn this whole tavern to the ground. That is, if you still remember how to make one. With your fancy fusions and all that magic mambo jambo. I wouldn't mind watching you try to explain it. I can handle this on my own, thank you. Oh, and right, and if you guys want to vote, you guys can type in, like, I think, exclamation mark vote 1 or vote 2, as I can remember. Because if there are options for you guys to vote, if you guys want to. But you don't have to. I'll also make decisions by myself. Suit yourself. Oh, what am I making? Sword. Yes. Sword drink. Why not? Let's make the classic Sailor's Courage. What infusions do I do? Do I add some boo balls? Boo balls? Boo balls. No. Nope. That's brain. That's charisma. This one. Add a hint of spice in our life. And then a bit of this. And a bit of green. And we've got a Sailor's Courage. And don't forget, if you guys want to pet Ondu, all you have to do is type in exclamation mark pet Ondu. Or whatever that command was. Here you go, Ondu. Yeah. So adorable. Alrighty. Let's serve this drink. On we go. A strong drink for our strong friendship. Love it. Don't tell anyone I said that. They wouldn't believe me anyways. So, you haven't shown your face around here in over a year. What's the occasion? Would you believe me if I said, I miss you? I would. Good, because I do. I also needed a break from fixing some local roofs. Been at it since... Ever considered putting up a clock instead of a dagger? Oh. This dagger tells time. Duh. That dagger was Neil's gift. Was Neil's first gift to me. Lady Evelyn traded me that dagger for my clock. Right, there was a clock there. Originally. Wait, why are there scratch marks? What happened here? What's happened in the year that I've been gone? I'm gonna get a little lizard friend. We had that too. Oh, like a wanted board in quests. Was it Neil? So I deeply appreciate it. How sweetly sentimental. My compass broke on the way here, you know. A bad omen if you asked me. Almost wandered in the wrong direction. It must be difficult to navigate without the stars. Did you fall back on good old star navigation? Sure did. Is a star in a whale good for navigation? I'm sure Tia appreciates being able to help. I hope Tia and the sun whale guided you well. I'm sure Tia appreciates being able to help. She does look beautiful up there. How's things been for you? Great. Been handing out a lot of fun quests. A bit boring to be honest. Not enough calamities happening lately. Well, now you've jinxed for sure. For sure. Can't wait to get dragged into this one. How about you? Still working with Archie on a biography sequel? Theo told me you're teaching him pyrography? What's up, Theo? Sure am. He almost died 3 times already. It's been fun. I'm happy to hear it. I'm currently trying to talk Archibald out of writing that give-themed romance novel Kyle is trying to talk him into. Guess the last encounter didn't scare him enough? Let me guess. Kyle's been talking to the Give. Yep. I think I put him up to it. Cute. Stop talking Archie out of it. Maybe he should write something inspired by Banshee and Mary Morgan's love story instead. Banshee and Mary Morgan's 5th breakup instead. I think they have love. I'll pass your idea along. Relationships can be tough, huh? They can be, but they can also be very rewarding. Like for Neil and his parents, unlike for Neil and his parents. I'll say like for Neil and his parents because they worked hard to repair the relationship and it made them better people. Yeah, I'm happy for the kid. That being said, if they ever make him sad again, I'm throwing hands. Or claws. Well, Hook, you and me both. You and me both. Speaking of the sneaky guy, do you know that if the Zophoid familiars got back to them about Melly's tea party yet? They're already planning what cakes to bake. No, but they did kill their wizard, so... we'll go one. Ah, can't wait to try them. But before I forget, I've got something for you. For me? Here you go. Recipe unlocked. Ocean Fizz. A recipe? I wanted a card game. It sounded delicious. And you wanted someone to make it for you. Exactly. What are you waiting for? On it, boss. A new drink. Oh, I thought there were more slots, so there's like 9 more? Or the drinks I haven't made yet. That's a lot of agility. Well, okay. Does this one give me what I want? Nope. That one? Yes. Yes, a bit of spice. It gives you the flavor. Yes, yes, yes. Bit of that. Yes. A lot of speed. A lot of green. You guys like the flavor green? It tastes like green. Petting on, There you go, little guy. Ding. Imagine I'm presenting this to you while making fizzing sounds. I'd rather not. But it's just as delicious as I thought it'd be. Anyway, gotta go. I wanted to check up on Lynn. Carolyn? Okay. She should be training with Chimera right now. She's visiting her cousin in Ereva, I think. Alright. I'll go bother by you then. See you later. See you later, Una. I was like, is the night over already? Wow. Oh, Smelly. Greetings, brave Hi. Hello. Hello, innkeeper. It's been a while. Yeah, Clay. Welcome back to my tavern, Melly. Clay, what can I do for my dear friends today? Did you miss me, innkeeper? Of course. Zenith isn't the same without its renowned detective. Your tavern looks exactly the way I remembered it. Oh, you know, Antu doesn't do well with change. I can't fix anything without him sulking for a few days. Not even, those, scratch marks on the counter? Those have sentimental value. But what brings you two to my tavern?
Oh, I'm just passing through. I'm on my way to visit La Vela and Little Prim, you know, Tia's sister and niece.
I remember them. They check in on the tavern every once in a while. Sometimes we watch the stars together.
Oh, it's been a while since I last saw them. So, I'm visiting in between, taking care of little Miss Millie over here.
Clay is looking after me so I don't I get myself into any trouble. At least that's how Neil phrased it. And of course, Fable agreed. It's been 8 years since I last had parents, you know. And now I realize just how much I missed it. But a detective simply can't do her job while under so much surveillance. I'm almost 12 years old. And I've already solved a bunch of cases in those almost 12 years. I'm pretty sure I've learned how to take care of myself by now. But I do have to admit, it's nice to not be as alone anymore. And spending time with Clay in the sleeping forest while Neil and Fable are on vacation is a nice change of scenery. It's kind of like a vacation for me too. The sleeping forest isn't so sleepy after all, with Clay and all of his animals around.
Did you finally open up that shelter for men and hurt and lonely animals, Clay?
Oh, yeah, I did. It's a home for all lost souls as well as those who need some time and help to get back on their feet or wings. They're a lovely bunch.
They're half as lovely as you. They must be wonderful. Just like that wonderfully adorable companion on your shoulder. What was her name again?
Oh, it's Dindy, my familiar friend. Cassiopeia sent her to thank me for caring for Tia so much. One day, she just appeared on my doorstep, and ever since she can't seem to get enough of my personal space.
Huh. Well, she's so cute. Even if she's always bossing other animals around.
Well, she helps a lot with taking care of everyone at the shelter. It can be hard work making sure everyone else is okay without losing sight of your own well-being. But, I make sure to get enough breaks in so I can care for all of us with a well-rested heart. Speaking of care, would you mind keeping an eye on Miss Millie for a while, Keeper? I promised to your sister that I'd be there at noon.
Of course. But how about a drink before you go?
Well, now that you mention it, I can't leave without one of those. How about something that'll steal me for the walk ahead of me?
Oh, I have just the drink for you. Alrighty, what kind of drink am I serving? I'm serving up defense. I guess he wanted to sit steel, so a steel tonic, right? Mari and Ari, do you guys need a drink today? Do you need my bartending services? A smidge of that. A bit of this. And a little bit of this. A steel tonic. And voila! Defense is served. A drink for extra tough travelers. Here you go.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, this is exactly what I needed. I already feel prepared for the way back. Give on to a treat for me, will you?
Will do. So how is it? Surrounded by animals and wilderness, no big city in sight?
It's super exciting. I've never been so far up north before, so I just had to explore the area around the shelter.
Did you find anything of interest?
Well, first I ventured forth to find out if differently shaped snowflakes also taste different. Who knows how much a scientific breakthrough like that could shape future investigations, right?
Absolutely. What conclusion did you come to?
Well, none yet. The snowflakes were too small and melted way too quickly. But I will continue my investigation soon. First, I have to figure out what kind of mechanism I managed to get my hands on, though.
Mechanism?
Yes, I found something while wandering through the sleeping forest. I think it might be a piece of a bigger puzzle. I'll tell you more about it in exchange for a drink.
I see you haven't forgotten anything our favorite rogue taught you. What kind of drink would you like today?
How about something that'll make me even smarter? So I can figure out what the mysterious mechanism does before anyone else.
Sounds like you had a plan. A smart drink coming right up. Something for the brain power. Brain? 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 Brain. Brain? No brain. Wait, is the only drink that I have with brain this one? I feel like I'm missing drinks. Yeah. There's cursed coffee. I don't have Nebula. Oh, so a lot of the beginner drinks aren't here anymore. But it is the DLC, so I guess things are different. Alright, here's a silent owl. Ooh. And then there's this that goes on, and then there's that. Okay. And then we pour some of this right here. And then... Sorry, give me a second, everybody. Oh. Alright, I am back. Sorry. My grandma wanted some help with something real quick, which was basically the TV cable, and I was like, I don't know, but it came back on and we're fine. Alright, a silent owl. What was I making into this? Okay, I've added all the colors. I just need to add more red. And a little bit of green. Right? Perfect. A silent owl coming right up. This should fire up your brain in no time.
Thank you. Oh, I can already feel my neurons forming new connections.
So that mechanism.
Alright, where do I start? I found it while exploring the wilderness of the sleeping forest. It was completely covered with giant roots. It must have somehow caught the sparse sunlight shining through the forest because I saw it sparkling in a thicket. And of course, I just had to dig it up. It had jagged edges and looked incomplete, like it broke off from something. But there weren't any other pieces under the roots. They barely wanted to get this one up. It looked really out of place between the trees because it's mainly made out of metal, but hold on tight.
I'm holding on tight.
Very good, because the metal seems ancient and magical. I could feel some weird tingly energy flowing through me when I picked it up. You know, metal usually has a certain smell to it, right? Didn't have that at all. No one I've asked can identify what it's made of either. And I can't scratch it with my nails even though it looks so old. But that's not all. It's not just made of weird metal. There are also super sparkly gears growing right out of it. Somehow that seemed to be made of pure citron. It couldn't dent the citron either. Like it was magically fortified.
And that's certainly intriguing.
Right? It must be part of a bigger mechanism with all the gears and then even edges, you know? There must be a second half to it somewhere. And hold your horses. It turns out the piece that I found is some sort of locket or a tiny treasure chest, or maybe a prison?
So it opened up?
It was a little tricky at first. You know, turn on all the gears just the right way, and even then I needed to use lockpicks Iniko got me. But eventually it bent to my will.
And was there anything inside?
Well, no, nothing really. I mean, except the fire spirit. A really angry fire spirit. That I may have freed accidentally.
I see.
But I swear, I didn't do anything to make it angry. I just let it out. Maybe it was upset because it was trapped for so long. It was burning so hot, it even singed one of my whiskers. And when it took off into the woods, I had managed to start a forest fire even with all the snow. Clay and his animals helped me put the fire out quickly, but we couldn't find the spirit anywhere. Did I do something bad?
No, you couldn't have known about the spirit. Well, you could have been more careful. I mean, you could have known about the spirit. You were just curious, understandably. You're a detective after all.
I must be a pretty lousy one, since I didn't realize the disaster I would unleash.
You can't expect yourself to be familiar with all the strange, ancient mechanisms in this world. You live and you learn. Sikkim said mysterious ancient mechanisms and its fire spirit. I might have an idea about their origins. The spirit is clearly an elemental. Now, I could be wrong, but that sounds like a creature from Leviathan's domain.
Your boss?
I wouldn't say boss, but yes, my patron. Sune. But yes, he and his plane are the origin of the four elements, and that includes fire. Powerful, burning spirits are part of his daily routine.
Oh, so if the metal is ancient, could it be that I found a long-lost relic of Leviathans? That'd be so cool. Except for the part where I broke it.
I'm not sure it's his, divine metal, strange mechanisms, and especially magical gemstones. That's more the domain of the elder dragon Ur.
Wait, don't they have a rivalry with Leviathan?
Depends on who you ask. Some say they're enemies, others say they were best friends before Ur went to sleep. Either way, if they've both had their claws in this, I think you've got your hands on a magnificent treasure. What reruns, Inari? Of your anime show?
I knew it.
Oh, what's happening there with the reruns?
Do you have any more ideas, perchance?
Not yet, but I'll keep my eyes and ears wide open. That's what my trusty quest board is for.
Did I hear Rusty? Can I interest you in a trip to my spa?
Wait, 2 cares? Okay. And? Okay. Do you still want Jade? Or is it because you want Herta?
The mud is very good for old and rusty bones.
Thank you, but I'm not that old yet, and Nandu sadly can't run the tavern alone. Wait, isn't Herta and Aglia coming out at the same time? Or are they coming out in different patches? Wait, why do you want Jade for Blade?
Oh, but I was going to give you a coupon. I brought a bunch. Oh, coupons? I'll take them. I can handle them. I can hand them out in the city while doing my research. That sounds Lovely. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Oh wait, so Blade's counter works based on how, like every time he takes damage himself? I thought his counter worked every time he attacked.
Of course. I gotta go now. These puzzles won't solve themselves.
I would advise you to start your investigation with Una. If someone knows something, it's her. Oh, okay. See, I really thought his stacks were just based on like him just dealing damage and not like taking damage.
Oh, Una is also in town. Yippee.
The more I know. She actually said she wanted to visit you, Baya. So I'm sure she'd love some coupons.
Thanks for helping, Keeper. I'll see you later.
Good luck with your investigation, Millie.
She seems really excited. Did she encounter an anteater?
No, she found a puzzle piece of sort of.
Oh, I love puzzles. What kind of pattern? Dancing skeletons, bog spirits, puppies.
Oh, that reminds me, Inari. I did so because you know in Hawkeye Star Rail there's the extra farming for relics, right? I think I got a really good chess piece for not aventurine. For Sunday. It has crit rate, I think effect res, and the thing on it is crit damage. So I think I've got something really good for him so far. Maybe it'd be nicer if it had speed, but I think it's been pretty good. It's more of an incomplete mechanism she'd like to put back together. Seemed very ancient, maybe even made by Or and Leviathan themselves. No, the main stat is crit damage. I didn't have much time to work with it because I was playing games with friends and then they're like, hey, we're doing stuff. Oh, and then tomorrow I do plan to play some more Withering Waves because I think the new patch is out now with Carlotta.
All I can offer you in terms of patterns are an unidentifiable metal, gears made of citron, and
All I can offer you in terms of patterns are an unidentifiable metal, gears made of citron, and a somewhat agitated fire spirit.
Fun. Citron gears. That reminds me of something.
Hey Nart, when does patch 3.0 come out for Honkai? I can't remember. Isn't it like 2 more weeks, right? Or 1 more week? I know I need a lot of speed, but what's the ideal speed for him? And what would that be?
I'm not sure.
Why are you not keeping track, Inari? I thought this would be important.
The thought is trapped on the tip of my tongue. Boy says you have a trick that always helps him with his words. Please, free my tongue. Please.
Already on it, Baya. Fair enough. Charisma, you peak this nerve and talent wizard. The sunny breeze. Add the bit of sunshine on, please. Da, 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 da. So you're gonna be like, oh, it's happened. We're good. That's done. I'm also not so broke anymore when it comes to jades. I got 10 more, so now I can just like relax with it. Still kind of sad I couldn't get Tingyun, but I need to save. I'm so empty right now when it comes to like loot and resources. Kind of sad. It's alright. Alright, Sunny Breeze coming right up. Let's cheer them up. An emergency rescue for your tongue coming right up. Oh, oh. I'm free. Thank you. This makes me feel as comfortable and safe as my friends do. Oh. Yes. Yes, my friend. I found the thought and ate it. Mari. The Mary Morgan? Oh, really? How much you have saved? Yes. In her postcard, she talked about this decorative mechanism covered in orange gears like citron. Banshee was mesmerized by it. Did she spot it in a postcard shop? No, silly. In a library. Alright. I would say that's a pretty decent amount, right? They're on vacation and underwater for their anniversary, and they visited the local Coralifian library. Mari wrote to me about her favorite things from the tour. Underwater? Oh. Underwater? I heard rumors that the city survived the primordial flood despite still being completely submerged while underwater. Something about a good flood defense system and nature's sense of irony. Yes, it's a great place to go on vacation if you don't mind all the seawater everywhere. But I haven't figured out how to send a postcard there yet. The plants don't talk to me much when they're so salty. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Maybe ask Hex for help when he's back. I'll think about it. Oh, a new person. Oleander. Good evening, Oleander. Good evening, Innkeeper. Good evening, Bio. Good evening. You look like you could use a drink. Yes, yeah. Another group of adventurers who thought it was a good idea to try and pet the gooseberry boars. So a drink sounds great. Have you got one of those, what was it again? Coffees? A cursed coffee? Mine is the curses, please. I'll see what I can do. A good old cursed coffee. It's sure to wake you up, right? Oops, that's a little bit too much. Here you go, Andu. Take a bit. Oh, you spent mine, alright. A cursed coffee for any curses, but full of energy. Free of any curses and full of energy. Perfectly adequate, thank you. Wow, a compliment from Oleander Verfina. Today is my lucky day. Don't push it. So, having some trouble with adventures again? When isn't the trouble with them? If they want a guide through the Ashen Grove, I can provide that. But you'd expect them to have at least an ounce of common sense. Yeah, Oleander's a new character. In the DLC. Instead, I have to herd them like toddlers. At least the boars have
a sense of survival instinct. Oh wait, but are we talking about new character or new character in this game? Because there's new characters, both of them. Let me guess, you're not getting paid enough for this? I don't get paid. And that makes two of us. That means we're doing it out of the goodness of our hearts, right? It's my duty as a ranger to guide them. I can't let them get lost and disturb the local ecosystems, or hurt innocent bystanders in the process. What's a new character like, Nari? They might bring a bit of chaos, but they usually save people in the process too. That special blend is what heroism is all about. Yeah, sure. Speaking of heroes, how's Fable? Aren't they supposed to tell you all about it when they get back? I miss them, and I'm very curious. Fine, I'll humor you. According to the latest postcard, Neil's parents are taking them to all the tourist spots in the Primordial Sea. Like volcanoes, wave pools, tornado farms. Seems a bit dangerous to me. Sounds fun to me. You're a wonderful influence, thank you. You're welcome. Honestly, I'm just glad that they changed their mind about going to underwater. When they heard the town was still around, they immediately wanted to plunge down there and help people. It's nice to hear the music too every now and then, just like the pause. Okay, well, Nari, Reverse 1999, I think, is a game that I will play like every now and then, but I haven't really dedicated any more time playing the game, you know? Bless their big hearts. I don't even want to imagine the trouble that would have landed them in. But, I heard it's beautiful down there. Banshee and the Mary Morgan are visiting. I'm sure they'll catch a Fable up on it then. Mari has been writing me postcards too. It's so nice. That's sweet. Any places you want to travel? Any underwater theme questions in your mind? I bet, but I mean, I'll get there eventually. Or I may not. Like I did say it, Inari, like I can only handle so many gacha games at once, and if I want to prioritize dedicating time to the things I want nowadays, I think I also need to minimize how much I'm spending on certain things, you know? And it's not like a good or bad thing, just more priorities. Baya, did she write anything about how the new environment has been affecting the local ecosystems? Did they protect the bubble tract or push out specific creatures, and how is it affecting their agriculture? Mari didn't tell me about any of that,
but I can ask her for you.
Or you could pay underwater a visit yourself, Oleander. Absolutely not. I have responsibilities. I don't have time for dangerous vacations. Alright, Baya. I guess your stories will have to do. Anything else the Mary Morgan wrote you about? You know, as a bedtime story for our workaholic over here?
The library. It's haunted.
Haunted. Alright, we get the introduction to a new character. Oh, so... Okay, so we're getting 3 new characters most likely, and there's no extra page. Or we're getting more characters. Oh, but... Oh, we're gonna get... Oh, okay, so... We're gonna have Archie, Clay, Una, Void, Baya. Okay, Oleander. L250, Hiham, Ranger, Ashen Grove, Lawful Good, Justice. Well, then Verifina is an experienced fighter... Sorry, experienced ranger, and Fable's older brother. Oh! Often his patience is stretched thin by adventurers and their hubris. He's constantly overworked and should definitely cut down on the caffeine. Well-deserved vacation is long overdue. Oof.
Yes, my evil books.
Let me guess. A wizard.
No, maybe. Maori didn't say.
Hmm. Hmm.
The tour guide gave a warning not to touch any of the books because people say they've been biting off visitors' fingers. But Mary didn't get to see a single evil tome. Disappointing.
That's a new flavor of evil scripture. What do you think it's all about?
The locals say someone cursed the library. But I think maybe the books are just exploring their new environment. It must be so interesting to be a book underwater.
Or maybe some hungry creatures found such shelter in those books and no one is feeding them.
That'd be sad.
Not our problem to worry about. Could be. I'm sure someone will take care of it, someone always does. Anyway, I've got to get back to check that everything is still in place after that boar debacle. And then get on to Brioni's dinner party. Your sister finally learned how to cook? No, but she's trying.
Oh, can I walk you home? I haven't seen Brioni in ages.
Sure, I bet she'd appreciate more guests. And you don't mind potentially poisonous pie, right?
That sounds delicious. I'll bring you a slice too, innkeeper.
Later. I wonder how Andu feels about poisonous pie. Oh, a new quest already? Okay, the books in the Coryllian library seem to develop a taste for fingers. Is it a curiosity, or just bad library management? Mary Morgan spotted another part of the mechanism in the Coryllian library. The city is entirely submerged. Melly's mysterious puzzle seems to have something to do with the dragons themselves, as does the angry fire spirit she freed. No biggie. Melly found one half of the mysterious ancient mechanism in the sleeping forest. Where's the other half? So this one. No? Hmm. That one. Night at the library. Deep in the sleeping forest, the young Vukakan detective Melina Broom found an ancient mechanism. Its origins are unknown, but when she tried to open it, she unleashed a fire spirit onto the world. Determined to make things right, she needs a group of ambitious adventurers to help her find the missing piece in the underwater library. Underwater, but beware, the books may bite. There you go, Andu. Some food. Sweep, sweep, sweep. And a candle. Alright. I think that's it. I think this is a good place to stop for the day. We'll continue some more of this the next time, next week, same time as usual. So without further ado, thank you to everybody who came by for this section from Inari, Nampi, and anybody else who stopped by. I appreciate it. If you see this on YouTube, thanks for watching. And if you want to see this series while it's live, feel free to come to Twitch. But for now, DjDoubleT out and about, and deuces. Have a good